Wow! Rooster Teeth Shorts Volume 1! Gee, thanks, Dad. I can't wait to go to film school. Attaboy, Addison. Jeepers, Fritzy. What did you get?
A bootleg DVD of all the pajama achievement videos from Achievement Hunter. Oh, Daddy, thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome, female daughter. Christmas morning. I can't wait. Hey, you started without me. Merry Christmas, son. Just in time. It's your turn. Really? Here you go. Be careful now. Wow, look at him go, Dad. That's right, son. It's the drunk tank. The drunk tank! Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy! Dad, can I go listen to it now? But all your other presents... Fuck them, Dad. Fuck them all. I want to hear the drunk tank. Okay, son, but don't listen to it all at once. You should savor it. Oh, Dad, I'll savor it forever. Just gotta plug it in. Hey, it's not working. What the fuck? Calm down, son. Here, smash it with the gravity hammer I got you for your birthday. Good idea, Dad. Hey, bro, what's going on over there? Oh, my God! Oh, God! Oh, I'm bleeding! Yeah. Shut up! Oh. Is it working? I think it's on. God. They're not talking yet, though. Oh. No, wait. I think I hear something.
Welcome, everyone, to the most creepy intro I think we've ever had.
That was awesome. Someone obviously put a lot of work into that.
Someone put a lot of work into fulfilling Bernie's holiday theme request.
That was incredible.
If only they had put a username or a real name or anything so I could thank them.
They didn't?
Just an email address.
You want to give out their email address?
Yeah, you can email them at drunktankintro@hotmail.com. That's not really their email address.
I'm going to turn down my headset so I don't blow my ears out. That was incredible. I feel like we should actually have a better produced show now.
No. That's not our MO. That's the way we roll.
That's better. Now I feel better.
All right. How's everyone doing? It seems like we got an early start on the podcast today. Got a lot to get done. So we're going to fucking roll through it.
Okay.
Today we have our company lunch, our holiday lunch, essentially. And
it's the one meal a year we look each other in the eye while we're eating.
And try to dress up nicely. Griffin even wore a skirt today. Did you notice that?
We're supposed to try to dress up nicely?
No.
Okay.
No. I just said that.
I'm setting a new standard.
Okay. You're very professional, by the way.
I
feel like a slob.
In the history of employing Ramses, Jeff never wore a skirt. So Griffin's got...
No, he wore a skirt. Well, he wore a dress once for
I'm trying to think. Yeah. The Super Gus. He wore a dress in the alley downtown.
Yeah, but we had to make him do it. It took a lot of convincing.
It doesn't take that much convincing at home.
You know, sometimes when a guy dresses up as a woman, you're a little shocked by how good they look as a woman. At least I'm a little shocked by that. Jeff does not have that quality. No. He looks worse as a woman than he does as a man.
Well, I like his legs, but it is weird to see like a flame, like he's got a flaming circle or something around one calf, and it doesn't really work with the dress.
Yeah. You've got the market cornered of femininity in that family. You got nothing to worry about there.
Wasn't there a thing where the Mega 64 guys had to dress up as women for their frag dolls kind of gamer girls thing?
Yeah.
And we were all kind of shocked by how good Sean looked as a woman, even with a beard.
He does look good, yeah.
He ended up as a woman in our farewell.
He had and I thought his like mannerisms were more spot on, I guess.
Mm. You know? I think he said that he was reading like actual comments, right? Or actual YouTube comments or something like that.
Well, yeah, he's actually probably been around girls at some point, too. We know he has a girlfriend.
Yeah.
He does. Man, I'll have to ask him what that's like.
I don't know how many hours of case study that Rocco's put in. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's Jeff doesn't have whatever that quality is, Jeff does not have it. He's missing that gene. I don't think I'd have it either.
No.
Gus?
I go straight for naked.
Gus
you'd actually look good in that wig, but I think that you would look good with long hair in a masculine way, like not just dressed up like a girl.
Yeah, my wife always tries to convince me to get long hair. Then once my hair gets long, she's like, I hate it, cut it.
Well, there's that awkward...
It gets cut short, and then she's like, no, you should have grown it out. I was like, well, just do whatever.
Well, maybe you should just listen to your inner voice about these things.
I should just skip the intermediate hair step. I should go from short to long with no waiting.
Get extensions.
Yeah, I could do that.
I'll tell you something you should never do as a guy is you should never use your girl voice in front of a guy. Like, you know how guys have a voice they use when they talk about their girlfriend talking to them?
Oh, God. You should never use that in front of the girl you're dating or your wife.
Never, ever. Let's say my wife and I were having a conversation today, and I was like, hey, can we just clean up the kitchen before we leave the house? And my wife was like, why do we have to clean the kitchen? Da-da-da-da. And it's always the wife sitting right there, and she starts to furrow her brow. Like, this is what he thinks my voice sounds like. It's like everybody has that same dumb internet voice that they use whenever they're reading YouTube comments.
Yeah, it's like a comic book guy from The Simpsons or something.
Yeah. It's a combination of that and just some guy who's like jaded and completely retarded at the same time.
Yeah.
He's jaded of being smart. Nice video, guys.
Awesome.
That's a lot like my voice for JB, too. I don't know why.
Well, JB's an internet person, so it could be the same.
Jeff, he doesn't have that many voices. So when we first started dating and he would, do the voice about his ex-wife, I thought it was funny, but then he uses the same voice when he does it for me. And I get actually pretty offended by that because I remember I don't know, they're very similar.
Was it like the Evil Dead? I'll swallow your soul, swallow your soul.
Well, if Jeff were here, I'm sure he would say, well, then maybe you shouldn't do things like my ex-wife, and then I won't have to use that voice.
Oh, and then I would divorce him.
Oh, Jeff, you don't know what you're missing.
So I hear you're getting another dog.
No, I don't know. I'm just crazy right now. I'm trying to wait until I stop being crazy.
So wait a minute. You recognize that you're crazy? What's going on?
Well, no, I'm definitely having maternal lurches right now. I feel like cuddling things. But if I wait long enough, it'll go away.
Maybe you should get a hamster.
No.
You can flush a hamster, right?
Oh, gosh.
Just saying.
Well,
you
can't flush a dog.
Well, the problem is I really like our chickens, but they don't really like to cuddle, and our cats, I don't know, cats, they only approach you when they want to,
terms,
Yeah. And I kind of hate our cats right now because they're just ruining everything.
They're good at that.
Mm-hmm. But a dog would do the same thing, so I don't know why I think that I get another animal and it's going to improve the situation.
It always seems like a good idea on paper, and then you actually get involved with it, and it's 14 years of maintenance, which is kind of an issue.
Yeah.
But if you're having maternal urges, you're definitely working in the right company because we have such a bunch of babies that work here.
It's true.
And I'm not going to exclude myself from that. We did a shoot yesterday where we were kind of out in the middle of nowhere this was for immersion number 7, I believe is where it falls. And we were out there for about 9 hours. And it was so goddamn windy, and I was going to make everybody else miserable with how miserable I was in the wind. I don't know what it is about wind. It must go back to I hate things that are invisible because I hate electricity, and I hate the goddamn wind. I hate being in nonstop blowing wind. And eventually, Gus, I even converted you. You were starting to hate the wind.
Yeah, I feel I don't know, I feel weird after being out in the wind for that long. I feel like all the moisture was just stripped off my body by the wind.
Well, and there's also a bunch of dust in the air, so it was almost like getting sandblasted all day.
Yeah, I feel like super dry and wrinkly now.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that after I get off a plane. What is it about planes that suck the moisture out of your body?
It's not recycled air, I think.
Maybe it's like the lower pressure regulated humidity. I wonder what they regulate that at.
It's weird. You can even have a really short flight, but something about being on an airplane immediately makes you feel disgusting as soon as you step off. You have to take a shower.
It's the fact you're sitting in a fucking 30-year-old seat.
Yeah, and surrounded by people.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people. Besides a concert, I don't know when you get that many people in that small a space.
Yeah.
I mean, that's packing them in to get them on a plane. But I read a article about, it was a list of things that pilots want passengers to know. And everyone talks about the canned air or the recycled air that you're just rebreathing everybody's air. Apparently, they have the best filtration systems on the planet. They're the super HEPA filters on those planes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so when the air's coming out of the air conditioning unit, it's ultra purified.
You're saying that everyone on the plane is that fucking disgusting, that I can still smell them after the air's been purified.
Well, even if the air is being purified, you're still next to them and they're breathing by you.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, and I think that even just that process of filtration just makes the air feel unreal in a way, It doesn't feel like real air.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like fake air.
Yeah,
it's like Spaceballs. You get the air out of the can.
I read a disturbing stat when people were talking about this TSA backscanner thing, because we were reading. I was actually, believe it or not, doing research when we did the Mega 64 video. And they said that, Gus, when you're in a plane for 5 hours, let's say you fly LA to New York, that is the equivalent of receiving a chest x-ray in terms of the radiation that you get from being that high in the atmosphere.
Really?
Yep. Every time. Every 5 hours you spend in the plane is the equivalent of a chest X-ray.
Wow.
And I'm going to look that up on Snopes right now before you have a chance to refute me.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
I found that disturbing. But then wouldn't they all have lung cancer or something? Or some kind of cancer? Tumor cancer?
Tumor cancer. No, that's crazy. That's a lot of radiation to get from point A to point B.
It is.
So what you're saying is when they build teleportation devices, as long as you get enough or less radiation than a chest X-ray, you're ending up net positive.
Would you ever use a teleporter if they invented it?
I'd wait a year or two. I'd
Yeah,
let the kinks get worked out.
I would never use it.
If Apple made the first one, I would definitely not get in it. I'd wait until they make the second one, then I'd get in that one.
No first generation teleportation?
No.
For you? I don't blame you at all. I would never use it because even after a year, here's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid that all the people going in the front end would just be vaporized and die, and then new people would come out the back end. It's a totally new, reconstructed person. Maybe even they have your memories, but it's somehow really not you.
That's essentially the way it works. Oh, that's like how they say that's how they explain it in Star Trek.
Right.
Is that you are disassembled, then a copy of you is reassembled using elements available at the destination.
That's not you.
Right. It's like a quantum state of you is frozen and then recreated.
I think you become a lightning bug or something on this side then, because there's no way. I mean, it's just like, how would you transport through that? And I would also be convinced that the people coming out the other end would know this, and they would hide it. And then over a year, they wouldn't tell anybody that the original people are gone and these are new people.
It's like everyone who got LASIK. They don't tell you the dark secret. They're slowly plotting to take over the world. I saw the chill come over your face when I mentioned it.
Right. Or they actually laser our brain and program us with new information. Come on, Gus, it's great. You don't need glasses when you wake up in the morning.
It's like pod people.
How come you haven't gotten LASIK?
I don't trust it. Same thing as the teleportation.
Well, Bernie got it, right?
Yeah, I got it.
I don't know. I don't trust it.
You can see.
Who knows what's going to happen down the road?
Listen, I'm the one person, too, that'll tell you, I won't sugarcoat it, because I did a lot of research. I talked to a lot of people who had LASIK. All they said was how awesome it was. Oh, you're going to love it. You'll see the alarm clock in the morning. You won't even need your glasses. Blah, 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 blah. I said, you have any complications? No, I got up off the operating table, and I could immediately see as soon as I sat up. I was like, wow, this is all great. And they all have basically the same story. So then I got my LASIK, and everything like they said. I sat up off the operating table, and I could see the clock on the wall, and that was really cool. And I woke up the next morning. It was great. And then I noticed, like, at night, when I get tired, I would have these halos around lights, like headlights or street lights. Kind of like you ever go swimming as a kid and you get too much chlorine in your eye and you get those rainbows around everything?
Yeah.
By the way, how dumb were we as kids? Like, we must have scorched our eyes.
Opening your eyes underwater.
If I did that as an adult, I would be very concerned that something has gone wrong with my vision. My eyes would be bright red and I would see rainbows around every single light. But it's kind of like that. Or like on a headlight, you see like a starburst.
Right.
You know, like those, it's just like almost like a disco effect. And so after that, I a month of this, I thought, man, this is supposed to kind of go away, and it's not really going away as fast as I would like it to. So I would walk up to people who told me LASIK's the greatest thing ever, and I said, I'm really concerned because I'm seeing these starbursts on lights, and they go, oh, yeah, I have that too. I'm like, what the fuck? Why wouldn't you tell me that before I got my eyes cut with a goddamn laser? And Joel had the best response to that when I went back to him and said, why don't you tell me you have these starbursts on lights at night? And Joel says to me, you know what? I kind of like it, actually. It's very pretty. So
that's a very appropriate Joel response.
Yeah, he likes the effect. It's very cinematic in his mind, I guess. But it has toned down over time, and I have gotten more used to it. So it's just the way it is now.
Well, it's kind of like with glasses too. Like when you first start wearing them, it almost feels like you're in an aquarium. And that doesn't. And I was looking through them yesterday. I was like, it hasn't gone away. I've just gotten used to it. Like it still looks like an aquarium if I focus on it, but you just get used to seeing things a certain way. I mean, do you think you're just getting used to it to the point where?
You're talking to a guy who owns a fake prescription pair of glasses because I got used to looking at the world that way. And so now when I want to write or focus, I'm way more comfortable throwing on a pair of, like, my glasses have no prescription, so I just throw them on, and it just helps me focus.
Plus you look smarter.
And I look smarter, too.
Very dapper.
And it hides more of the face, which I think is a good thing. You know, with the beard and the glasses, you have to see very little surface area of my actual face.
That's always a good thing. Everyone in this office could use more of that. Mm-hmm. We should institute like a dress code where you have to wear a bag over your head. Only your eyes are cut out.
And you can design it however you want.
Yeah.
Griffin would have the nicest bag, though. You don't have to wear a bag, Griffin. We have to wear a bag.
Thanks.
That's the ultimate compliment. Griffin, you don't have to wear a bag.
You do not have to put a bag over your head. Just the slobs over here.
You officially worked here too long if you actually took that nicely as a compliment.
It was a compliment, right?
It was definitely a compliment, but it's like the lowest possible level compliment somebody could get.
Oh, God, your phone is really destroyed.
Oh, yeah. You talked about your first-generation Apple teleporter, Gus. I don't know. I mean, I dropped my iPhone 4 here, and I shattered the glass, and it actually still works perfectly fine.
I just discovered this weekend that if the glass on your iPhone is destroyed, you can go to the Apple store, to the Genius Bar, and they'll replace the display for you there while you wait. It takes less than 5 minutes, and it costs $99.
Wow. You probably saved me about $600 then, because they wanted to sell me a new phone for $699.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had no idea they did this. Like over the weekend, my wife's phone, her screen cracked, and she looked it up on the internet. I'd never heard of this. She's like, yeah, apparently we can go. And I didn't believe her. I was like, yeah, you're full. I was like, we're going to go. They're going to laugh at us. And no, the guy was like, what's your upgrade status? And I said, well, we really don't want to get a new phone. Can you just replace the screen? He goes, oh, yeah, give me 5 minutes. He's like, it's going to be $99. I was like, okay.
Wow, that's awesome.
And you went into the back and came out with the new display.
That is cool. This is the second one that I've cracked. Mm-hmm. And the first one I cut the hell out of my hand when I did it.
You looks like you put one of those, stickers on it, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you did now?
Like
to hold the glass in place?
Yeah, I went to Best Buy and they sold me this screen protector, which is normally meant to protect your screen from cracking like this or from getting chipped. And I'm just using it to hold all the shards of glass in place so they can use it without slicing my thumb open. Which my hands are getting destroyed from all the stuff we're doing with immersion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, Griffin and I should have a hands off. I don't know what that would be exactly, but
it sounds hot. It sounds so awesome.
I can even wear a skirt. But I mean, my hands are like just getting chipped away slowly but surely.
You're getting destroyed via immersion, huh?
Oh,
it's pretty. Immersion has become a very involved sort of thing.
I've gotten a little destroyed via immersion too, and I look forward to seeing the videos that are coming out for it.
But you only have to invest a certain amount of time into your getting destroyed.
I invest a lot more in my body though.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah, that's true. But I was talking to Jeff about this yesterday because he rolled up and we explained to him what we're going to be doing, and I said, Jeff, we spent a lot of time constructing these elaborate courses for you to run essentially, and all these games to play. For you just come out and have a good time. He's like, yeah, it's really cool. Because I'm glad you realized that this late in the series, because I don't have to do anything but show up and people have made these awesome things that I've always wanted to do, and now I get to do them.
Yeah, it was awesome. Yesterday I showed up at noon. You all had all this shit built. I was like, great. You all have been out there since the sun came up.
Yeah.
I just showed up and I was like, all right, have fun. See you guys.
You did great though. I don't want to spoil anything. Hopefully we won't tie the number of the episode, but Gus did really well yesterday.
Yes.
Jeff was really nervous leading up. He didn't want to admit it to anyone, but
I could tell because he kept asking me. Especially because I went first. He was like, how was it? Were you nervous? How did it go?
He didn't want to embarrass himself.
Yeah, no, he did great.
I asked him if he was nervous, and he said absolutely not. That is also a trait that does not exist in the Ramsey house. Their ability to mask their emotions doesn't exist. Nobody says, we had a problem, a slight mechanical problem that delayed us maybe 3 or 4 minutes at the most. And it was just something Griffin had worked on. And
so you're blaming me.
No, what I'm saying, I'm really downplaying this because when you were down there fixing this thing and then you got up and turned back to get a tool, no one had to ask, hey, is Griffin upset? Because you could clearly see from 50 yards away that Griffin was not happy that her thing was delaying even 2 minutes. So
everyone was slowly backing away.
What I'm saying is that your thing did not delay us at all. And I know, do you remember yesterday, do you think it was a big problem?
Well, no, I mean, yeah, it was kind of irritating because especially when you think about materials and that kind of, how much money you spend on things. I mean, not like it was expensive, but I have a hard time forgetting that kind of thing because I do theater. Yep. So any little thing that goes wrong just irritates me because I feel like I've invested the time in figuring this out. It shouldn't backfire, on the day of.
Right.
So it just bugs me. I just hate encountering problems that late. But, you deal with it, and that's the part of the fun of being on shoots is just, figuring out how to get things done on time.
Yeah, and that's the thing about any kind of production or filmmaking is, take a film. I was described the process of making a feature film is you basically take 2 years of your life, and you have to get 90 minutes of it right. Mm-hmm. And if you think about it in terms of that, there should be a lot more great films out there because it's you have 300 people working for 2 years. We just have to get 90 minutes of it just right.
Right, right.
And that's the thing about production. So we're out there yesterday for 8 hours. We probably had to get 2 minutes. If we get 2 minutes correct in front of the camera, then we're golden.
It is the challenging thing is just coordinating all the people and the whatever objects, props, and everything, like getting it all coordinating at the same time, getting everyone like to do what they're supposed to do on camera at the same time. I don't know.
Especially in this office.
It's not just but in general,
especially.
It's just a lot of coordination, but it's fun.
Yeah.
Especially when you have a guy in the corner going, "You're bothered by this wind, right? I'm bothered."
The wind drives people crazy in Montana. That's where they leave.
I assaulted Gus with tons of stuff.
I was like, okay, the wind. Yeah, the wind sucks. It's great.
People in Montana go crazy because of the wind. My wife read that in some kind of historical romance novel.
So it must be true.
And then I was grilling Gus about what's the purpose of wind. And then my big question to you, Gus, I think was, where does wind start? Like, where does wind begin? If you followed the wind back.
There's a daddy wind and a mommy wind. And when they like each other a lot, they decide to make more wind.
They make a little breeze.
And that breeze grows up to drive you crazy.
It does. It grows up, heads to Texas, and messes up my fucking hair. It's not that. It's just a constant pressure of like, it's just like I have that clipboard with the fucking papers, and they're flying everywhere. Just drives me crazy. But it's like traffic is what I was saying. Is like, you ever get to the end of like a 4-mile traffic jam, and then the cars just start going, and you're like...
And there's no reason, and you have that satisfaction?
That's the fucking worst.
What was it?
Or even,
what was I waiting for?
Even worse, the one I fucking lose it at is, when I'm sitting in traffic, it sucks. Then you get to the cause of the traffic, and it's just like some dude who's pulled over to the shoulder. That's it. It's like some dude on the cell phone on the shoulder, and everyone's like rubbernecking their look like, what's that guy doing? It's like, I lost fucking 30 minutes of my life because everyone wanted to see what that guy was doing. Bullshit.
Or even worse, when you get to the end of your traffic jam, and it's because there's something on the other side of the freeway.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Like, there's an accident over there. It's like, there's nothing over here. Just drive your goddamn car.
Mm-hmm. I once was in a traffic jam in Houston. I was on, I think I was on I-10. And, we were at a dead standstill. I was probably, stopped. My car did not move for, 45 minutes. And people were getting out of their car and just, standing and waiting. Then eventually the police show up, and they're like, okay. And they start waving at everyone. They go, everyone put your car in reverse. And they started waving us all back. Everyone had to drive in reverse down I-10 to the previous exit and get off the freeway. Because I guess a fuel truck had overturned and spilled gas all over the interstate. So they're having to clean it up. So they made everyone go backwards.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
One dude spun his car around and drove in the wrong direction to instead of going in reverse. Because it's probably the only time you'd ever be able to do that.
Yeah, I would do that too. I saw a video online. Did you see the video of the people in the cab in China?
Oh, yeah.
And I guess the people in the cab were giving the cab driver directions, and I don't know if I'm getting the backstory right here, but he missed a turn on the freeway, so he just turned around and started driving against traffic on the freeway. And apparently that's a normal thing to do there. Mm-hmm. And the crazy thing about it is the woman in the backseat who's taping sounds totally – she finds it rude, whereas I would find it horrifying that we're about to die in a head-on crash on the freeway at any second here. And she's like, I can't believe this guy. Why is he doing this? And then you see the car missed them by 4 inches.
You could do that in Puerto Rico too.
Oh, really?
If the traffic was real bad on your side, you could hop over to the other side of the highway and drive down and try to cut over again. You could make it little bursts at a time.
Apparently, you could do that in Miami too, because I was in Miami once and we were in the right lane, and the guy in front of us stopped on the freeway on the right lane. There was nothing in front of him. He just stopped. And cars stopped behind us, and you're looking to get hit, and all that. And then his reverse lights go on. And it's like, well, I wasn't driving. My brother was driving. He's like, my brother's like, what are you doing? You're going in reverse. And the guy's trying to communicate with my brother, pointing that he missed his exit. And he's trying to reverse to get back to it on the freeway.
That's crazy. I'm kind of embarrassed by this, but I'm going to tell it. Last week, or this week. Kind of long. Right, earlier this week.
It's only Wednesday. Can you believe that?
I know. I think it was Monday. I was. You know what? It might have been over the weekend because I worked at the office this weekend. But on the way back,
brag
home,
about it.
Saturday when I was here working.
When you guys were home and I was here working on Saturday.
No, Brittany was here too. Okay.
Brag.
I was driving back home on I-35, and at some point we came up to where the traffic kind of builds up over by Riverside, and I saw the cars coming, so I hit my brakes, but I didn't slam on them. But it was one of those things that, okay, I got to slow down pretty quickly. So I hit my brakes fairly hard, but this one guy behind me, it was like a Suburban, couldn't stop fast enough, and he was fishtailing and then slammed into the barrier or whatever, right behind me.
Like a cement barrier?
Yeah, and it just caught me by surprise. And I was like, oh, wow, that I almost got really hurt here because he was like right behind me. But I didn't stop immediately, and then I was like, shit, I should probably stop and see if he's okay. But at that point, I'd gone too far, and so I just kept driving because I got too far to where it was unsafe for me to like walk back.
Yeah.
And I couldn't loop around because the traffic was so bad. There's no way I could have gotten to him. I just feel really guilty about it.
So you're admitting to a felony on the podcast here, is what I'm hearing.
Is it a felony?
Nah, I don't know.
I don't think, no, because I was just sort of in shock for a second. And I'm like, oh, but now I would be creating more of a problem by stopping.
Yeah,
and at this point, people had already collected. But it was just so weird. I mean, it's weird. I kind of lost my brain for a second, like what you should do in that kind of situation.
Right. You're probably, like you said, you're just in shock.
Because I wasn't in an accident, but I feel like I was, somewhat responsible because he was behind me. That said, he shouldn't have been following so closely, especially in that large of a vehicle.
Failure to maintain a safe distance.
Yeah, I don't know. It was weird.
Yeah, failure to control your vehicle as well. I knew a guy who was hauling bales of hay, and one of them flipped out of the top of his truck and landed in the freeway. And then some dude in a Porsche came along about 2 minutes later and hit one of the bales of hay.
Was that in Cannonball Run?
No. Was it?
Sounds like something you would have seen in Cannonball Run.
No. And anyway, the guy in the Porsche was screaming and yelling about this country hick who had, thrown a bale of hay in the middle of the road. And he's going to see the shit out of him and all this stuff. And some cop came, Texas state trooper came and was like filling up paperwork. And the guy in the Porsche is yelling at everybody, yelling at the cop. Finally, the cop goes, tears it off and gives him the guy a ticket. The guy in the Porsche a ticket for failure to control his vehicle. I think it was what.
Failure to control his fucking mouth is what he got a ticket for.
Yeah, it's like you should have been in control of your vehicle.
That's the thing that's tough, though. It's like you get pulled over or you get into a wreck, and then everyone expects you to be polite. Like they catch you at the worst time, and then it's like if you mouth off, then things get so much worse for you.
You got to be careful. You got to very quickly go on the offensive without offending anyone. You got on the offensive to make sure people understand it wasn't your fault,
right?
But you can't step on their toes to where they're going to give you the ticket. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a situation where you did not cause the accident. Traffic stopped. The guy hit something. He didn't hit you. You don't necessarily have to stop in that situation.
No, I figured I didn't need to stop because I wasn't in an accident. But does that make me a bad person because I didn't? I don't know. I felt pretty shitty for like a couple hours afterward.
Well,
fuck it.
If it was my wife, I would have said you did the right thing because you also, like you said, you don't want to get out of the car with people. Then suddenly you're involving yourself in an accident that you're really not involved with, right?
Right. Well, and I also just didn't want to be...
And putting yourself in danger.
Yeah, that was not even just putting myself in danger, but like adding more obstructions in traffic.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But I probably...
That's another fun thing about traffic is when you get to the end of a 4-mile traffic jam and it's two people who have like the tiniest little dent on their car.
Yep.
And they just haven't pulled over to the side because they're waiting for the cop because...
Yeah. I don't understand that. You do not have to maintain your car, and they do not have to be in the position where they wrecked. You can move them off of the roadway if it's safe.
I think a lot of people feel, and I can understand this, that if you move the cars, especially if you're not at fault, that suddenly people just start making up stuff that happened.
Right.
Whereas if the cars are there, like, I guess they think the cop's going to come up like CSI and be like, oh, I can see the length of the tire,
Everyone has an iPhone. Just take a couple pictures and move the car very quickly.
Couldn't agree more.
Definitely.
Couldn't agree more. I got in a wreck in Jeff's car, which also wasn't my fault. Same kind of thing where traffic just stopped, and there was a 6-car pileup. We talked about it before, and I just happened to be the first car in the chain. And I just took a bunch of pictures and actually was sending them to Jeff to let him know that his car wasn't that badly hurt. And he thought he was...
Yeah, he showed it to me. He's like, do you think he got Matt to Photoshop these?
Let me tell you something, first of all. I know how to use Photoshop. Why does he assume I'm going to go to Matt and get Matt to Photoshop a dent on a bumper? I can do that if I
don't
want
think
to.
that you're allowed to be offended in this situation.
I think I am. We already worked it out. Everything's even there. Although I've been trying to help Jeff with the bumper, and he just hasn't done anything with it.
Well, no, there hasn't been any time. Like, I don't know.
I know. Yeah, it's true. I know. I think I'm pretty sure I might have a warrant out for my arrest right now. And I'm trying to clear it up, and I think I'm okay.
Let me guess, traffic ticket?
Well, I bought a new truck.
Okay.
And I got a ticket for... See, if this is not fair. It's always not fair when I get a ticket. And this one's really not fair. We were in a school zone. There's a lot of school zones around our new office. And we went out to get something. Griffin, you were with me. What were we getting that day? Something.
Yeah.
Something for probably some shelving or something like that. Anyway, we were in a school zone, and it was a particularly long school zone. And at the end of the school zone, the motorcycle cops had set up a kind of what do they call that? Speed trap, essentially. So school zone in Texas, by the way, is 20 miles an hour?
Yes.
Which is, I could walk faster.
That's
20
fucking
miles
slow.
an hour. Yeah. Anyway, but in a school zone, you had to be careful. But we were in the middle of this big, long school zone, which was a normal big thoroughfare. It just happens to be near a high school.
Right.
And while we were going along 20 miles an hour in the school zone, I was just going with traffic. an ambulance passed us. So we had to pull over and wait. The ambulance passed us. Then a fire truck passed us as well. And then we wait a second and then all pull off, get back into the road and start following the ambulance and the fire truck. And then the cops grabbed 3 of us because we went over the speed limit by the end of the school zone. So it was literally 200 feet. And it was there's not school zone signs every 5 feet. You forget when the ambulance passed you that we were in the school zone. And we were leaving the school zone, and that's when they hit us. Mm-hmm. And I didn't have my insurance in my new truck because I kept my old truck. I didn't turn it in when I got my new truck. So I got to take it for not maintaining proof of insurance as well. Literally, the first day I had my new truck.
Plus, the cop was kept asking you about your truck and what you thought of it. And then he started asking you about your phone. It almost seemed like he pulled you over just so he could, see what you thought about your pickup.
see what I thought about my new truck. Exactly.
That's the problem with,
he doesn't believe
in Texas.
He doesn't believe in reading Motor Trend. He's going to get the word straight from your mouth.
And charge you for the privilege.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Griffin's right. When he pulled us over, he just wanted to keep talking about the truck. And he was like, yeah, dude, I've been thinking about getting a truck like this. How do you like it? And I said, it's great. He goes, so everything on it's cool? You're happy with everything? I said, yeah, I think the speedometer might be a little off and not really recording my speed accurately. And he kind of chuckled at that and goes that's funny. Ticket.
Not funny enough.
Yeah.
Here's your ticket, Jerry Seinfeld.
I actually have a pretty good track record. It drives my wife crazy of getting pulled over by cops and not getting a ticket.
Really? Because I swear you have a ton of them.
Yeah. A ton of tickets?
I think the city's setting up a frequent ticketer program just for you.
You get a lot of parking tickets.
I get a ton of parking tickets. But I don't get a lot of moving violations. In fact, I think that might be my first moving violation in 5 years. And listen,
yeah.
I should get a ticket. I was speeding in a school zone. I should definitely get that ticket. I'm not saying it wasn't my fault or anything like that, even though I just told the story which it wasn't my fault. But anyway, so it's been a while since I had the ticket, and I was going to mail it in. Now I can't find the ticket, and so I think there might be a warrant out for my arrest.
So we have 2 felons here in the podcast today.
What?
Failure to stop and render aid, and you failure to pay your ticket.
What if they hunted you down? The guy said, the nice thing about you leaving the scene of that accident that somebody else had, you didn't leave the scene of your own accident, is that then the guy now has this great out of you caused the accident, I'm sure, of this crazy person in front of me did all this stuff.
Accelerating and braking real fast and accelerating and braking.
She put the car in reverse and started going up the freeway, and then she just took off. You were in an accident, right, where somebody took off on you?
Yeah. It's funny because it was a similar situation where there was, everyone slammed on their brakes, and of course I stopped with plenty of time, but the car behind me didn't. And I was in a big truck, and she was in a small, I was like a compact car. Mm-hmm. And the car, rear ends me. And I get out and look, and this is a truck I used to have, out when I grew up on the border. It's a very rural ranch truck, has a huge, metal bumper. And I get out and I look at my truck and not a scratch on it. And I look at this girl's car and the fender's falling off. It got really fucked up. And she was some high school girl. And she's in the car with 2 of her friends, and they get out, and she's like, oh, my God, look at my car. And one of the girls tells the driver, my mom said if I was ever in an accident to just leave, to just go home. I was like, oh, this fucking bitch. So I went back to my truck, and I got a pen and paper, and I wrote down their license plate and a description of their car. And as I'm doing that, they all fucking get back in their car and take off.
That's funny.
And then the cop shows up, the cops show up to talk to everyone. And they're like, were you in the accident? And I was like, yeah, I got hit. It was but the car that hit me took off. And he looks at my truck and he goes, I don't see any damage. I go, yeah, it's fine. He goes, well, here, you can fill out this paperwork. If you want to file charges, you can. He's like, but totally up to you. I never did anything because nothing happened to my truck.
I'm sure she probably got in plenty of trouble.
It was fucking funny. And, she fucking said it in earshot of me. I was like, really?
I like this mother who just gives out bad advice.
Yeah.
If you're ever in an accident, just leave. If you ever finish the milk, just put the empty carton back in the fridge. That's where it goes. Somebody else will throw it away.
It's somebody else's problem.
If you miss your exit, just put it in reverse. Back up until you get to it. So, did anyone else watch the VGA Awards? Which, of course, stands for the Video Game Awards.
No, I didn't. I watched some of the trailers from it. That's it, though.
Yeah? How about you, Griffin?
No, I didn't. I heard you complaining about something, and then...
Any illusion that Griffin tuned into the VGA Awards on Spike?
I feel like by watching the trailers the next day on the internet, I distilled the best 10 minutes of that show into a viewing experience on my computer.
You would not be incorrect in that judgment. The VGAs tend to be basically a 2-hour-long commercial for the video game industry wrapped around an award show. Because I've never seen another award show where they announce products. Like at the Grammys, they don't announce new albums. I'm just going to let everybody know if,
The Oscars don't have film premiere or trailer premieres
where you stop and watch it. But the big winner was Red Dead Redemption, and I would say probably Mass Effect 2 as well. They both did very well.
Is that a segue into talking about Drunk Tank Awards, or should we delay that till next week?
No, I think it's the VGA. Do you consider the VGAs to be relevant?
No.
Oh, really?
No.
So do you think there is an award that is relevant for video games?
The Drunk Tank Awards.
There we go. That was nice. That was a good segue. No, but really, I mean, what do you think is the industry standard like?
I don't know that there really is any. If I was going to trust anyone, I'd be like GameSpot, maybe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I would say probably something at the GDC. Like,
That's
do they do any kind of awards there?
I don't know.
We've been doing this video game thing for a while. We have never been to GDC.
Nope. We're not really that kind of video game company.
Yeah, it's really weird. We straddle two industries: the video game industry and basically the film production industry, and so we don't really get that heavily involved with either one on that level. Mm-hmm.
We're just friends with both.
we just know some people. But like a game developer conference, I have no idea what we would do there. Mm-mm. Like if they had a big symposium on DirectX, the new DirectX, I'd be like,
okay,
that's great.
Can you make head bobbing a new feature in the new DirectX?
So where are the games to play?
What about lip sync? That'd be cool.
But the VGAs are just they were kind of dismal, and people watching them were tweeting and like talking about how bored they were and how the production was bad. The production, actually, the VGAs was perfectly fine.
Oh yeah.
The problem is, and I don't mean any offense by this, but game developers, they've got to learn how to be a better audience. Because if you're sitting there with basically your arms crossed and not enjoying anything, that affects how everyone else watching that thing views it as well.
Right.
You know? And I think that people who are attending the Grammys and people who are attending the Oscars, they understand that yeah, when the presenters get up and they make the shitty jokes, just go ahead and laugh. You know what I mean? Just
the cameras have to pan for reaction in the audience.
Yeah.
They're going to have some close-ups.
And when it pans to you, do the ha-ha-ha laugh or whatever, you know? It's just...
I think the problem is that those like film awards are full of actors and performers. Film and music, like they all used to performing. They know what's expected of them.
Right. That's the thing is, that, I guess the closest we have to that, I mean, we have voice actors, but they don't go to the VGAs, really. I mean, Nathan Fillion was there, and, you know, Felicia Day was there because she's in Fallout. Like, those people, and, like, Neil Patrick Harris was the host of this, but it's, you know, there was a segment where Neil Patrick Harris was doing this bit with Olivia Munn. And if you have, for the VGAs, if you have Olivia Munn and Neil Patrick Harris on stage, you're not going to get better than that. You know what I mean? That's like, these are the people that, like, the highest level celebrities, basically the video game industry. Neil Patrick Harris kind of debatable, but he's in that kind of culture. You know, laugh. They're going to tell dumb jokes and they're going to, like, fake hit on each other. And yeah, we all know Neil Patrick Harris is gay, you know, but just roll with it. Have a good time. Be prepared to be entertained because other people are watching this. They announced Elijah Dushku, who I think was coming out to then in turn announce a trailer for something else. I don't know what she was right at the end of the show. When she came out on stage, you could hear a pin drop. I mean, they didn't even applaud when the announcers came out to talk about stuff.
Wow.
Really?
It was crazy, dude. Maybe I'll record like audio of it for you, but it was like, you know, some cheesy intro. It was like, ladies and gentlemen, Elijah Dushku launching in 3, 2, 1. This curtain comes up, and Elijah Dushku, who's hot as hell, walks on stage. It was like, I mean, you watched her walk across the stage. You can almost hear her heels clicking, you know? It's like, God damn, will somebody throw this chick a bone for crying out loud? Give me a break. So I would say the problem with the VGAs was the audience and not the production in any way. They even had this cool thing where they were doing, and it's Spike. Don't get me wrong. Spike sucks, you know? And, you know, it's cheesy and all that. But, you know, it's an award show, for Christ's sake. But they did this thing where they did like this virtual reality set where they would augment reality. Is that what they called? AR? Augmented reality. Yeah, which, of course, the people in the audience couldn't see, and the people at home could see. You know,
hopefully they had monitors set up.
Hopefully they did. But you didn't need to see it to understand that you clap for people when they come up to give you an award potential.
I just watched the video without sound of Elijah Dushku coming out at that award ceremony. And you're right, the camera like pans across the audience, and everyone's just sitting there with like sitting on their hands, staring up dumbly at the stage.
I was pretty amazed by it. What do you think that is? Do you think like because they're all competitors in the room yet, they just don't? They all want to be cooler.
Social awkwardness? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
You know, it's funny, and you don't really think about it, but an audience is a really important part of a lot of like shows, and it's almost like you forget of not being an element, that the people watching it or that are part of it.
Well, there's a reason at those awards ceremonies that they have like seat fillers. You know, when someone gets up to leave, you know, you have someone on hand to fill that seat and clap and laugh, and participate.
So maybe they need to just manage the crowd better and do that,
Do like a warm-up act.
They need to cut the fucking developers out of this VGA. That's what I'm getting at here. Fucking get some higher quality people for the audience.
Here we go. Now we're offending people. But just if you go to the VGAs in the future, just have a good time. Just
drink.
Pounding the drinks, dude. Just pound the drinks. Have a party.
Yeah, like at a comedy club where they have the 4-drink minimum or something like that.
Yeah.
You should do that.
I think I've only ever been to a comedy club once.
They should have on the red carpet. They should have a vodka hose, and they just hose you down when you come in, like you're coming into prison. They're delousing you.
Or they give everyone one of those hats with like the 2 beers on the top and the straws that come down.
That would be awesome.
Just sit there like, woo, give you a foam finger. VGAs, video games, yeah, number 1.
You should produce the VGAs. I would watch your production of it.
It'd be awesome.
So you had no interest in watching it at all?
Nah.
Okay. Well, Red Dead Redemption won Game of the Year.
That's disappointing.
And I thought, why really? Because you didn't like Red Dead?
I hated that. Well,
but that's not your kind of game, though.
Not my kind of game. I just don't get it. I just don't get it.
But that does remind me, what we should add if we don't have it? We should have a DLC category in the Drunk Tank Awards this year.
That's a good point. We should. I think we should standardize those categories, too. We should figure out what we give awards for.
This was an awesome year for DLC.
It was.
All the stuff from Mass Effect 2. The Red Dead Redemption had one of the biggest ones. And then the Borderlands one that I just got through playing. There's a General Knox that was this year.
That was this year.
That was incredible, man. It's like a whole other game added on. It's what episodic gaming said it was going to be, is what DLC is now.
Yeah, of course.
Yep.
So you guys are doing the Drunk Tank Awards next week?
I guess we can push them next week.
You want to do nominations, or we need Jeff here to do it?
Jeff would be kind of sad if he missed out.
We normally announce the winners the last week of the year, so we got 2 weeks. We'll announce the winners December 29th. So we can either announce nominations this week or next week.
Why don't we talk about our categories that we have?
Let me get a pen so we can standardize them.
Okay. I think last year we did, which is a very hard one to do, we did best online video. And that doesn't mean like stuff that we do, like Red vs. Blue or Immersion or Archie Shorts. It means like just the one video that everybody watched that we all loved. I think last year the drunk guy.
World's Drunkest Guy won.
Did you ever find him to give him his trophy?
No, I didn't. I kept the trophy. It was that was an excuse just to make a trophy I couldn't give. So I could get one. Online video, there were a lot of great ones this year, too.
So, best online video. What's another category, guys?
We also had best movie.
Didn't we have best trailer?
We had best trailer. Well, it was best video game trailer.
I think we had best trailer, and it was open to video games and or movies.
Oh, was it best? Okay.
I think we basically made that category in order to give the Old Republic trailer.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
We had
awesome one.
Best TV show.
Best TV show? What was last year? Lost?
Yep.
What was last year's best movie?
Star Trek.
Oh, nice.
We had controversy.
Because you fuckers hadn't seen Avatar yet. It was late in the year, and you guys hadn't seen it yet. You would not, in hindsight, give Avatar the best movie of the year?
That's tough.
Jaded prick. What is wrong with you?
It's tough. I don't know.
I think that maybe, I don't know. It seems...
I got to stand by my vote.
You got to see Tron. You got to see Tron before the end of the year. We cannot not see that.
I'm planning on it, but even all the good reviews I see for Tron are bad.
It's true. Well, then go see True Grit if you want to like...
True Grit, I really got to see that.
Yeah. Okay, another category.
So we have online video, best movie, best trailer, best TV show. Is that all we had?
I want to say there's something else that we had. We didn't do anything music, right?
No. We're not musical.
No, we're not. We didn't do anything with DLC. We should definitely add DLC this year. And should we do something related to the web?
We have online video.
Yeah, but I'm saying like website related. What are we going to give? More to Twitter or something like that?
That's stupid.
How long has Twitter been around yet?
Tumblr. 6 years?
Fuck, really?
5 years?
I've been to Tumblr a couple times. I don't understand it. I look at it and I don't know what I'm looking at.
You know what? I think the same thing, and you know what that makes me realize? I'm getting old.
Yeah.
It's like I see something like, I don't get it. Uh-oh. I got to figure this out. It's popular. People like it. I need to figure out what's going on with this thing.
I will tell you that what I don't like about Tumblr is that people don't comment on stuff. They just push a button to say they like it, and then you have a list of people who just like stuff. I don't like that. I like people leaving a comment and saying something, even if it's a dumb, idiotic comment like, is that a mole or a nipple? I think that was the most common comment on our immersion number 3. But I still want people to say something, not just push a button to indicate approval.
I wish we could see how many people watch Immersion 3 in full screen versus in a little window.
I thought it was really funny. I was looking through some comments last night, and people they team up. They're like, no, it's at this like marker here. Like check here. Like you can almost see something here. Like, they're trying to help you out. Like they tell you what frame to check for.
That's funny.
It's pretty funny.
So I think those are those our 5 categories. Are there any we want to get rid of, or you're happy with those?
Griffin, do you think there's anything that's missing? Like when you listened to the Drunk Tank Awards last year, were you like, oh, I wish they really would have covered this?
No, I mean I like music, but I also don't know much about it, so I can't. I wouldn't be able to head that up, and I know no one here would.
Should we do music and just say girl talk this year? We'll have one nominee. Girl
the
talk.
only thing that we're listening to in the office is the thing that wins.
The only thing we can agree on.
Well, I know everybody hates each other's music, right?
Mm-hmm. Everyone hates each other's music.
God, I mean, I just had my iPod just running on random one time when we were out in a set, and Griffin and Gus, you guys just destroyed me all day about the songs that would play off my iPod.
It was when we were out shooting the immersion that comes out today.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
The one we teased last week. It's the one the Mario themed one, essentially. So they were pretty fucking brutal.
But I like the kind of music you listen to. I just think it's funny that you listen to it.
Like what?
I don't know. You just listen to like girly. I don't know. I mean, we bond over like listening to Fiona Apple. Like
Fiona Apple's not all that girly, I don't think. I'm not listening to.
What were you listening? Who was it? You were listening to Sheryl Crow. You're like, what's wrong with Sheryl Crow?
What is wrong with Sheryl Crow? What is wrong with Sheryl Crow? You get a Hank Williams song and then you get Sheryl Crow. What is wrong with Sheryl Crow?
Yeah.
It's not like Sarah McLachlan or anything like that.
That's the line, the Sarah McLachlan line.
It is. I actually probably have some on my iPod. Let me see. I'm going to see right now if I have that.
Try not to get a glass sliver in your finger.
No, man. I'm protected.
Man, I'm so... I haven't even... I was just going to work on the comics today. I could not get to my workbench, like my desk area.
Holy cow.
Hey.
Look who just joined us.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
All right. It was really shitty up until right now.
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah. All the Legions of Jeff fans just went, oh, awesome, thank God.
Jeff made it.
So ready to tune out. So, Jeff, here's everything we've covered so far.
Okay.
Griffin's a felon. And
no, what happened?
No, I'm not a felon.
What'd you steal?
I didn't steal anything.
And then the VGAs. We talked a little bit about the VGAs, which you did not see either.
No, I did not see.
But
I saw the results.
I guess I should say that the Uncharted 3 and the Mass Effect 3 trailers looked awesome from the VGAs.
Awesome is an understatement. I thought they were fantastic.
I'm getting to the point now when I see trailers for sequels, they just the graphics are getting so high. Like you watch trailers to see for graphics, in my opinion, that the graphics now is the level where it's like I don't know how much higher they could get until people are walking around as a hologram in your living room.
Yeah.
But it just looks to me like when I see sequels, I just feel like they're just other games. You know what I mean? I don't get all that excited about trailers. I never really have those.
Yeah.
You didn't like that Mass Effect 3 trailer?
I thought it was okay, but I was like, I would have imagined that's what it would have been like.
Yeah, plus Mass Effect 3, that's probably a pre-rendered cinematic versus the Uncharted 3, which was totally, in-game, in-engine.
You know what I'm getting out of this? Somewhere inside, you're a little bit dead.
No, I love Mass Effect. I've played more Mass Effect than you have, for Christ's sake. But I'm just okay. Let's see it. You know.
All right.
You guys get more excited than you can actually see the game.
I do. If I could see gameplay, that would be even better.
Maybe it's this. I never get excited for a trailer where the trailer announces a date that's more than 3 months away. If something's a year and a half away, I'm like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I can see that.
I got no time to sit around and anticipate things that are a year and a half away. I might not even be alive when that thing comes out.
That's a really good point, actually.
Do you think about that?
What?
When
That I
you see
might not be alive?
That you might not be alive?
No, but I'm not where you are in life.
Yeah, I know, but
I've got some living left to do.
yeah, but you live a different life than I do too.
The other day I watched the Jimmy Fallon show just because they teased that they were going to have the debut of Uncharted 3 gameplay on his late night talk show. And sure enough, I guess they had like 2 developers from Naughty Dog come out and they had the debut of gameplay. For Uncharted 3.
I read the other day that Jimmy Fallon, I've never seen his show. Seems like a nice guy. But they are already grooming him to replace Leno and talking about it. Like NBC executives are already saying that he's going to be the next Leno. Like, how do you learn your fucking mistakes? Just let Leno be Leno for a while and before you start talking about his replacement and then go through the whole nonsense all over again.
I don't want to get too far into this, but weren't they talking about axing him also?
Who, Leno?
No.
They were
Fallon.
talking about axing Fallon at the time.
And now they're fucking grooming him.
And now they're saying he's Leno's replacement. Leno hasn't been back for 6 months and they're already talking about his replacement again. God
God
damn. That's a brutal industry.
Yeah, scary business.
You're scared of business.
So
I meant that in a nice way.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
it was a compliment.
So right before you walked in, Jeff, we were trying to standardize on the categories for the Drunk Tank Awards.
Okie dokie.
So I'm going to list you what I have here.
Okie dokie.
Best online video,
Sure.
best movie,
Sure.
best trailer.
Hey, can I ask a question real fast?
What's up?
Best online video, what does that mean?
Like the drunk guy from last year.
Okay, so best online video.
Random one-off video.
All right. let's start-
Best movie,
Yes.
best trailer,
Yes.
best TV show,
Yes.
and we added the best DLC category.
I think best DLC is great.
Should we do something with music? Is that a bad idea?
That's a bad idea.
Yeah, so that's pretty much what
We
thought.
could just call that the Girl Talk Award.
Exactly what I said.
Let's see. I don't think that's missing anything. Do you want to have do you want to separate the gaming out into? We've got DLC. Do you want to add like best mobile game or anything like that?
You know what we should do?
I don't want to add too many categories.
I
That's
understand
my
what you're
big
saying.
fear.
You don't want to overcomplicate it.
You know what we should do? We should do best RT staff member. And make people compete for the award.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
And then we give them the trophy.
Viewer's choice.
Who would you give it to this year in the whole company?
I'd give it to me.
I give it to Jeff.
I'd give it to me.
Fuck you guys.
I guess Jeff wins.
Griffin, you're the deciding vote.
Well,
Griffin had a good year too.
She did have a good year.
See all those damn props she built?
Yeah.
yeah. I would give it to Jeff because we have to live together, and he's taking me to New Orleans.
It's true.
Not unanimous, though. Under protest.
The fuck isn't anybody giving it to me? Now let's stop for a second here. I like this category. I like you having to campaign for this. Why the fuck wouldn't you give it to me?
What have you done to deserve it this year?
I'm not telling you. You tell me why I don't deserve it.
No. You have to prove yourself to the committee.
See, this is why this is a bad idea. If I'm looking at innovation in the company, I got to go with me.
You sons of bitches.
New properties? I don't know.
I want to make a case for Nathan. I think Nathan is the one cool person left in this company because he never talks.
I agree with that.
So he hasn't proven that he's.
There is nothing cooler than silence, like a stoic silence.
Yeah.
Because you get that guy's got to be thinking of something really awesome right now.
It's true. It's very true.
It's true.
If all else fails, just stay quiet.
I always assume that Nathan is smarter and funnier and better than me in every way because he's just got that hat on and he's just
sitting there judging
every
you
once in a while you
quietly.
see him in the kitchen and he'll give you a nod like that. You're like,
You're like, sup?
all right, that's Einstein number 2 over there.
However, though, there are different kinds of silence. Like some people can stay silent and they just seem awkward. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
sure.
occasionally when you're at a party and somebody's not saying anything and you're like, wow, that guy seems really out of place. Or you don't think, oh, he's mysterious. Maybe you think that, Griffin.
Why are you?
You're
No,
the
Yeah, what
girl.
is it?
You're the girl.
no, I like outgoing people,
Do you?
but I like Nathan. I mean, I know what you're saying. He doesn't seem awkward. He's just quiet.
Yeah, you can. definitely
He's got a quiet comfort. Fuck it, I'm changing it to Nathan. I have no idea what Nathan did this entire year, but it must have been awesome.
You made that
What
fucking
effects?
RT Shorts Season 2 DVD.
There you go. That's true.
Great
I think it
DVD.
was fantastic.
Yeah, Nathan does most of our DVDs. He, compiles them and makes all the awesome menus and all the content on there. Very, very cool. And actually, I love Nathan's interview on the RT Shorts Season 2 DVD. Have you seen it?
That was hilarious,
It's very
by the
funny.
way. Very, very funny. I don't know whose idea that was, but it was brilliant. Probably Nathan's idea, obviously.
It was probably somebody
I just
else's
assumed it
idea,
was-
but he planted it secretly. That's how he works.
He's like the emperor. He's like an Emperor Palpatine, fucking manipulating everyone.
So holiday lunch right after this. We didn't even talk about where we're gonna go.
Guess what?
What?
I can eat food at the holiday lunch. I'm excited.
That's great.
Yeah, all bets are off. I'm going to get butt raped by a camera on January 6th.
Oh, are you getting a camera up your butt?
I'm getting a colonoscopy.
When?
January 6th. Save the date.
Is that a Wednesday? Is that a Wednesday?
It's a Thursday.
Oh, damn it.
Well, I think we have a new candidate for best online video of the year coming up.
Oh, they are going to film it.
An early entry for 2011.
It's going to be awesome. I'm really looking forward to it.
So we might push our podcast instead of the 5th of January to the 6th. We can have a live
Live?
podcast during your colonoscopy.
That would be the funniest thing.
The doctor was
oh my
like,
God.
we're going to, because a lot of people have problems, that sounds like a terrible thing, but we're going to give you plenty of anesthesia and we're going to knock you out and you're going to be drugged up the rest of the day. And I was like, I'll take 3.
You're
That
like,
sounds awesome.
I'm going to get drugged up and have something stuck up my butt. It's like prom all over
It is,
again.
too. It's like-
It's like that is the only conversation you could ever have in context where they tell you, we're going to knock you out before we put stuff up your butt. And you're like, thank you.
yeah.
Thank you very much.
Oh man.
They also gave me a,
Are you going to do anything special for them? You going to get a wax or?
should do that, right?
Like, to be ready for them.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get Griffin to write "Be gentle" on my butt cheek.
That's actually a funny point. Do you guys, when you guys have to go to the doctor and have those kinds of visits, do you like trim up and like groom yourself? Because girls totally do. Like if we're gonna go and get like a pap smear or whatever, we'd definitely like take care of
Really?
business.
You do
a little
prep
bit.
work for that?
Yeah, no. You don't want to. Yeah, I don't know. You're already feeling vulnerable. You don't also.
I don't give a fuck. I am not the worst thing that doctor's ever seen. I'll tell you that right now. I don't give a fuck.
That's how
I've taken a shower, they're lucky.
You brush your teeth before you go to the dentist, right? Like everyone will brush their teeth before they go to the dentist.
They make you do the mouthwash anyway. So
you don't? Is that what you're saying? You're a disgusting person.
I brush my teeth because I'm awake.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't skip a day.
No, but I mean, I'm
not going to throw an extra brushing in there for the fucking dentist.
I would.
An extra brushing's not going to fool him.
I'll go one up. I refuse to drink coffee before I go to the doctor, and I take breath mints right before I go in. Just because they're going to be like all up in my space.
They're working.
I don't want to be the gross guy. I don't want to be the guy that goes home. He's like, just one fucking. That goes home to his wife, right? She's made a pork roast, and he's sitting there with his fucking obnoxious kids that are all fucking full of themselves and rich, and they got
going on too.
She's a CPA. But she gets to work from home. She has a little home office on the side.
Okay, good.
And then they have the son who's the son's actually a cheerleader. They're in denial. But the daughter's also a cheerleader, so they get along great. Anyway.
And when she grew up, she thought it was her dream to marry a doctor, but now she's kind of like, well, it didn't really turn out to be the way I expected.
Yeah, exactly. And so he comes home at the end of the day, and he's like, every fucking day of my life, see 12 patients a day, 12 shitty mouths. When is one patient going to come in and have good breath for once in my life? I want to be that guy, so I do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
This guy came in.
It's bad enough he's living in denial about his kid. I mean,
okay, I changed my vote to Jeff also.
There you go.
It's like this guy came in. He was covered in tattoos. It looks like he hadn't seen a razor in 4 months, but he had the freshest breath. He smelled like a petunia.
So you're not going to get ready for your colonoscopy. You're not going to like.
No, I'm gonna take care of business. I don't want to be gross.
Are you gonna get a copy of the video for real?
I hope so.
Man,
I'm gonna request one.
Now you're gonna get the whole video, or do they?
Do
they cut off the front end?
We're about to have our first video podcast now.
Do you think they edit off the first 30 seconds?
They must, right? It's a 20-minute procedure, so it's a long video. But there's a lot of me to explore. So
I had an endoscopy. What is that? That's the one where they go through the mouth, right?
Yeah.
I had one of those once, and they give you that twilight anesthesia, where I guess you're awake, but then you don't remember it.
That's creepy.
And my wife said that when I came out and I was getting dressed again and everything, she said I was the biggest asshole in the world to her, and that the doctor came in to explain the results, and I have no memory of any of this. And he gave me a piece of paper. He gave my wife a piece of paper to explain everything. And as soon as the doctor left, I looked at her and I go, "What's that?" And she's like, "Oh, it's an explanation of your results." And I was like, "Give that to me. You're not going to understand that." So I took it from her, and she said I just stood staring at it for like 5 minutes. And then she was like, "Are you done with that?" And I was like, "Done with what?" And she's like, "The paper in your hands." And I was like, "Yeah, here." I gave it to her. And then literally 30 seconds later, I was like, "What's that?"
Oh, God.
Awful. I'm still apologizing to this day for what a dickhead I was. When I came to, I was eating lunch at a Manja Pizza here in Austin, and I was looking at a pizza in front of me, and I go, "Who ordered this?" And my mom's like, "That's you. You ordered that." I was like, "Why the fuck would I order a barbecue chicken pizza? That's not me."
Because it's the best pizza.
That's good. Not a pizza I would ever order under normal circumstances. But Twilight Gus, he loves fucking barbecue chicken pizza.
He loves sparkly vampires and barbecue pizza.
Isn't that basically just what truth serum is? They just knock you out to the point where you're still awake, but you're basically unconscious?
I guess.
Maybe that's where you were, so that's the real Gus.
That's the real Gus. Barbecue chicken pizza.
And anger.
Which
is a lot like Surface Gus, minus the pizza.
Everything else is just an illusion.
Hey, let me ask you guys a question. Have anybody seen The Other Guys?
Yes.
I watched it last night. I thought it was funny.
There's a very funny moment in that film.
Which one?
Like 1/3 of the way into the movie. With the not the other guys, the guys.
Yeah. The Rock and Samuel Jackson.
They're great.
They're fantastic.
They steal that whole movie, and then they're not in most of it.
Are they only in it very briefly?
Yeah, they're in it for they have a good chunk
like
of it.
20 minutes.
Yeah. There's a lot of really funny moments in that movie.
But I will say this: I don't think that's the worst procedure, though. Going back, I can't get away from this butt camera thing. I don't think that's the worst procedure a guy can have in terms of like humiliation or anything like that.
It'd be worse to go through your dick hole, right?
Oh God,
man. That's true. There are tests where they go through your dick hole with a
It's called a urethra, guys.
Dick hole.
That's for a dick hole. Gus and I used to know a dude who would stick rods in his dick hole to stretch it. I don't know why, but it was like he derived
urethra.
It was before Flomax existed.
He derived some sort of sexual pleasure from that. You can buy like a set of rods that they sell at like dickhole.com or whatever.
That doesn't surprise me.
And it's a whole thing. And that's
I don't think that's what the rods were originally intended for.
I don't know.
I don't think
It's
there's
a
a factory somewhere turning out dickhole rods. Sorry, urethra.
You don't know. China's a big country. They got a lot of stuff they can make.
There's I had a landlord who was also a really good friend, but I lived with him, and he lived in a house full of people, and it was a clothing optional house because he was a nudist, and we all just sort of conformed because he was the landlord.
At that point, isn't he just a roommate?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but I paid him, so
Okay.
And I also worked for him for a while when I lost. I quit my job, and I helped him clean up apartments because he had different properties.
Did you clean up apartments nude as well, or
No. We put clothes on for that.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
So let
So
me see if
happy to be married to
no,
you.
but I just
I
getting
wanna
to the dick part.
I want to understand this relationship if I can. So this guy has a house. He rents a room to a young girl.
No,
she pays him, and he tells her clothing is optional in this house. And then so you walk around
But
naked.
this dude's super gay.
Yeah, he was gay.
I've met him.
There was 2 gay men and 2 straight men and me.
Sounds like the long play.
And
It was,
Opal the
it's
cat.
like, it was like a sitcom, really.
Yeah, it sounds like The Odd Couple.
So you were the only girl in the clothing optional house.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
So anyway, you were saying
But he had like I'm sorry.
they would have naked Sunday brunch. by
No,
the
but
way.
this isn't I'm getting past the nudity because that was not the interesting part of the story. But you were talking about dick stuff. Like he had these really large piercings. And had like the Prince Albert, whatever. So he had to sit down to pee because it would just spray everywhere.
Oh my god.
But he and he also used to. I don't know if you've ever.
It was
heard
like
of,
a $10 lawn toy you get for kids. Essentially, right?
It was a huge. It was like a 2.
He just lay down in the front yard, and all the neighborhood kids would run and jump over him.
I can see a rainbow.
Oh my god.
Okay, so but he used anyway, so he had the piercing, but he also used to do. I don't know if you've ever heard of Puppetry of the Penis. I think it's an Australian group.
I have heard of that.
But he used to he watched the videos and stuff, and he would try to do them. He could do the Loch Ness Monster pretty well.
Oh,
and
good.
And I had a bunch of I went to visit, and I had a bunch of Polaroids of all of these puppets. And I forgot I had them in my jacket pocket, and they made me take them out at the airport.
Oh wow.
And I don't know what happened to them. They're gone. I wish I still had them.
TSA has them. They're on a wall somewhere.
That's how TSA got the fucking idea for the backscatter. Like, wait, we could just take the naked pictures ourselves and cut out the middleman.
Page Jack on the intercom because there's a story he needs to come in here and tell about that. So Jack just went to Butt-Numb-a-thon, which is that 24-hour film festival that Harry Knowles puts on.
Yeah, he saw Tron.
Yeah, he saw Tron. Essentially, they sit their butts down in a theater, and for 24 hours they watch one film after another, back to back. And part of this thing is too they have a big gift package as well, like a gift bag.
Yeah.
And one year I got an HD DVD player.
Can you come in here?
That's really become relevant. And I'll let Jack when he comes in here.
All right, bye.
He actually got a great gift that's perfect for Jack that he got in this gift bag.
Oh, yeah?
And it's not something you normally associate with being in a gift bag.
He's on the phone. He's in the middle of something. He'll be here in a minute.
What the
what
fuck
the
is he in the
fuck?
middle of? If he's on the phone, how do you answer the intercom?
I called Jeff's phone.
Okay. Story's holding water.
First time Jack's ever been on the phone.
Anyway, so Jack will come in here if he makes it in here, and we'll all be disappointed by the story he tells.
In the meantime, so you guys would have, like, French toast naked.
Yeah, naked brunch.
Wow.
That's what
Isn't
makes
that dangerous?
French toast French, isn't
Isn't
it?
that dangerous in the kitchen when you're cooking? Like, especially if you like making bacon.
No, you wear an apron.
Oh, well, that makes it all better.
You're not naked, are you?
Yeah.
You're wearing an apron.
Well, no, it was clothing. I wasn't. It wasn't like nakedness required. It was clothing optional. So it's not like we did wear clothes. We just didn't wear it all the time. And the worst was that we had this one roommate that was a bit out of control, and he had a bunch of loser friends, and he brought them over, and they took over our house once. I had to hide in the basement room because they loved the clothing optional idea, but we weren't like Nazis about it, but they were, and it was weird. I don't know why I'm telling this story.
So they basically came over to see a naked girl.
No, I don't know. It was a mix of gay and straight people, and they brought Twister, and there was naked Twister, which I do not. I'm not into that kind of thing.
That doesn't sound like a good idea.
I'm into
I wish you would have
nudity.
told me this 4 days ago before I went Christmas shopping, because now I'm fucked.
I didn't think that needed to be a perverted thing. You could just hang out naked. It doesn't have to be weird.
Yeah, it does.
So you tell that story.
But I was young and idealistic.
We'll make it weird.
What were the ideals behind that?
I hear the story, and all I get out of the story is I lived in a house where I was naked and had to hide in the basement. That's what I hear.
My room was in the basement. I had a basement room.
Wow, there you go.
So they made you live in the basement with no clothes.
This sounds like Silence of the Lambs.
and you paid them for it. Did they drop like lotion on a basket down to you? Or
The whole experience was very pleasant and friendly, and it didn't occur to me until now that it was really that awful.
So right now?
No. I mean, just the way you make it sound. But it was actually very. We watched Babylon 5 a lot. Like it was not like a crazy.
Oh, never mind. Nothing kills a boner like Babylon 5.
And listen, I know there's some younger people listening to this podcast. This will never happen for you. You will never convince a girl to come live in your house, be naked, and watch Babylon 5 with you.
There was one, and I married her.
It won't happen. If you have 3 dudes and a female roommate living in a clothing optional house, you're going to have lunch with 2 other naked dudes and a girl. And she will be fully clothed.
Yep.
That's the way that's going to work out. How the fuck did they convince you to do that?
They didn't know. No, here's the thing. When I moved in, his room was in the basement too, and then there were 2 guys living upstairs. I noticed on his room it said, clothing optional beyond this point. If you have a problem with it, just don't knock on my door. So I was like, I'm okay with nudity. Just,
you used to walk around naked all the
time.
Yeah,
I'm like, if you want to just make the whole house clothing optional, that's fine. And he was like, okay, well, I'll ask the other roommates. And they were okay with it.
So you instigated this.
Well, I didn't.
So, like, the girl moved in and wants to make the house clothing optional?
No, I was just like...
You were like, must-see cock.
No, I was just like... No, I was very comfortable. He was my friend. Not only did I see cock, but I saw cock in the shape of the Loch Ness Monster.
There you go.
Did you see it through a blurry picture? It really looks more like a submarine to me.
Griffin, it's not called a cock, it's called a penis. Thank you very much.
Yeah, come on, let's not be crude.
Doctor's dickology apparently in here today.
So I'm glad I got to come in the podcast today.
Yeah.
This has been fun. What else do you guys want to talk about?
I want to talk about food. I'm really, really hungry.
Well, we're going to eat for our holiday meal. We are going to Fogo de Chao, which is essentially a Brazilian steakhouse where they bring 45 different kinds of meat around to you on swords, and you just pick and choose what you want.
Dude, I was so sad going to the butt doctor today, thinking about the meal. Like, I'm not going to be able to eat Fogo de Chao. I'm going to have, it's going to be, like, I was like, I shouldn't even go because I'm going to waste the company money on this meal. And then after, the doctor's like, eat whatever you want. Fucking load up on meat. So I'm going to load up on meat.
What doctor gave you that advice?
No, his doctor.
It's a doctor from the 50s?
No, this is why
you should smoke for your Q-zone.
This is why I think you keep complaining that you keep having these, flare-ups or whatever.
It's something else. I'll tell you about it after the
It's
dinner.
not like the fact that your doctor's like, eat anything you want to.
No. I have 2 separate problems.
4 out of 5 doctors prefer Lucky Strike.
One problem, it doesn't matter what I eat.
You know what? I don't
want to get into it on the podcast. It's not like a whole thing.
Okay, we'll talk about it later.
I have a new condition now.
I have a feeling that Jeff is not actually going to a doctor. He's been fooled. He's like going to a butcher. A butcher's sitting him down in the back room. He's wearing a white coat. And he's like, "You're fine. Eat more meat. Tell your friends. Eat as much meat.
You know what you need? A ribeye.
3 cc's of bacon stack." Yeah, no. I'm good. I can totally eat.
We're going to put that camera up your butt as soon as it comes in from Amazon.
I'm gonna write you a prescription for a hot beef injection.
Yeah, that's funny you said that because I didn't realize, but apparently X10 makes all of the surgical cameras.
Get out of here.
I'm not getting out of anywhere. I made that up.
Okay.
That could be like a...
that was a joke you didn't get.
Commercial offshoot. You come and you clap. Turn it off. X10 never took off, right?
Nah.
No, I wonder, are they even still around?
You're the only person I know that ever bought an X10 product.
I had some cool X10 stuff in my house in Buda, but yeah, it doesn't matter now.
It's all home automation stuff.
I will say this, at my new setup that I'm building at home with my new 3D television, which goes completely unused. Did you know that 3D glasses for 3D TVs have to be powered?
Yes.
That you have to have a battery in them, and they turn on and off.
What kind of battery?
It's a watch battery, and then you have some that have a charging station.
Yeah, so some you can plug into like a USB cord.
It's yet another level of why this technology is not going to take off.
It's weird to feel like we're in the dinosaur age, in the technological age, but that's what I feel like about 3D technology. You know?
Baby steps.
I guess. In 5 years, it'll be awesome.
Yeah.
They'll just have 3D rooms. You'll have like 2 sensors in the room somewhere, and you just walk in and everything's...
I'll get LASIK when they can implant the 3D directly onto my cornea.
So you would do that?
No, I'm fucking kidding. I wouldn't do that. I want someone shooting shit at my eyes.
What modification would you make to your body for technology's sake?
I don't think I'd make any. I know Brandon always talks about like replacing his pinky with a USB drive. I think that's fucking retarded.
I'd have internal, like some sort of internal key system. So anytime I walked up to a door, it would unlock, no matter where I was.
That'd be pretty cool.
You can get close to that. You can get a combo lock for your door, and you can also get now a starter for your car that you can access with your iPhone. So you can start your phone with your iPhone.
Yeah, start your car with your iPhone.
Start your car with your iPhone. Thank you.
My car has a thing where it'll unlock if I have the key in my pocket and I reach for the door handle, it unlocks for me.
That's pretty cool.
It would be cool to get rid of keys because then I would just be down to phone and wallet. And then pretty soon we'll be able to get rid of our wallets, I think, and just have our smartphones.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome, indeed. It's a very robotic answer there, Jeff.
Thank you very much.
Does Griffin have a huge purse?
No, I
No.
have a small one because if I have anything larger than that, I just fill it with shit.
That's it. My wife has like a leather hefty bag essentially that she carries around with her, and it's just filled with junk constantly. And I have 3 things: I have my keys, I have a pocket knife. I have my keys, my wallet, my phone, and my pocket knife.
Okay, here's the thing: have you ever check out her pockets next time? There's no girl pockets are like for show. There's not anywhere to put anything.
It's true.
They force you to carry something.
Well,
and she's a mom, so she's got to have a lot of stuff.
I would wager if you had a normal sized purse, you would look like a bank robber because there would be like saws and drills in there, and all kinds of like fucking putty and epoxy. And
I have a picture on the website, I think in my image gallery or whatever, of my purse emptied out, and it's just like so much crap. Like I had a Victrola handle in there for like a year.
Wow.
Like just stupid stuff. I had 2 different kinds of measuring tape. Like it's
like one metric and one American. Or?
No. I had like a
Loch Ness Monster Polaroids,
like a construction one for like set stuff, and then I had one for costume, which is flexible.
It would be kind of an interesting experiment. You take a normal woman and you just pull her off the street, which she'd never let you do. And dump her purse out.
As you know.
Yeah, she would never let you dump her purse out. She would wait, and have to pull secret
you
stuff out of it.
Yeah.
Just walk down the street, grab her purse, yank it, throw it on the ground, and be like, hey, it's an experiment, okay?
we got a camera. We got a camera.
It's for science. This is official.
It would be interesting. You take a woman's purse and you dump it out, and then you cut open the belly of a shark, and you see like what has more junk in it. Does the woman have the old license plate and the spare tire that was just randomly stuck into the purse? Like which would be more cluttered? A great white stomach or the average woman's purse? I'm doing it tomorrow.
There you go.
I want a shark purse. That sounds awesome.
That would be great if you got like a mini shark purse, and you could explain everything that's in it. Then
yeah, and then, like it would open at the belly, right? Like
you have to reach in through the mouth, pull stuff out.
Find a fucking human arm in there.
Cool. I didn't leave that in there. Purse has been off doing its own thing.
How do they get established? That's not true, right? Like if you really cut open a shark, there would not be all that stuff in there.
Why not?
How did that get established?
I think that happens on occasion.
Snopes.
Random stuff like that?
Yeah, I don't think it's a common thing, but I think it can happen.
If you're going to look up shark stuff on Snopes, please look up the story of the diver who was swallowed whole by a shark, and because he had his tank, he survived, and he had a neoprene wetsuit on, so he couldn't digest him, and it just barfed him out later.
I don't think that's true.
I heard that story as a kid. I thought, this is scary.
Did your brother tell you this story?
I think it was my
Because if so, I think you should take that with a grain of fucking salt.
It was my cousin and my brother together. My brother's coming to town for Christmas.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm excited to see him.
How long is he going to be in town for?
2 days too long, probably.
Whatever. You know who absolutely loves your brother? My wife.
Yeah.
My wife likes my brother too a lot.
Yeah.
I'd be
He's
concerned.
good with the ladies.
He's like the Nathan version of me, silent but he's actually
He's not silent. He's pretty chatty. Well, I've only met him at parties.
he does this. I'm demonstrating Griffin when he talks to me because I have a low attention span. You'll realize the reason I have a low attention span is because I grew up with my brother, and he does like when he gets hold of you, he will talk nonstop to you to the point where you can't get a word in edgewise. And then when I zone out, he'll sit there when he talks to me and he pushes me. Like it's like a constant like physical reset to pay attention.
How do you keep from killing him?
I don't know how because he's my brother. You know what I mean? And I just haven't choked him to death. But watch him when he talks to me. He pushes me. He'll like constantly tap me on the shoulder or something like that.
That's annoying.
It's horrible. So Pat, I hope you're listening. You suck.
Hey, have you guys talked about what today's immersion is yet?
No,
we haven't. We actually skirted around it. Actually,
Wow.
Do you want to talk specifically about it?
No, I was just curious if you guys had covered it. I mean, I'm on an immersion high right now. I had
you
so
have
much
fun
fun
yesterday?
yesterday
We did
filming
too.
immersion, and then
We talked about that one in depth. We gave away everything on that one.
I can't imagine that would be the case.
That's number 7, so it's like 4 weeks away.
Has to be the most fun I've had filming immersion yet. Easily.
I did tell them about the conversation you and I had where I realized, what the fuck, we're going through all this work to make these elaborate games for you to play.
For me and Gus.
We suck.
Yeah.
y'all are awesome.
All Gus does is complain.
Yeah. I'm super appreciative of it. And
Yeah, you were a barrel of laughs.
No, I've noticed lately. I don't know if it's because you're always thinking about other things like Achievement Hunter, but like there's a certain point in like a shoot where you just like decide you're not going to be cooperative anymore.
It's true.
I was cooperative yesterday. There was no point when I wasn't cooperative.
No, you were, but you have this like you're an attitude shift. I can't really describe it.
That's insane.
So-
There is a certain amount of time that if we take you away from Achievement Hunter, then it's like, let's get this done. Let's wrap up.
Oh, yeah. Well, I like to be efficient.
So Jack, I was
does
telling
get
them.
cranky.
Welcome, Jack, everybody to the podcast.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, Jack.
Hey, what's up? So you came. I told them that you went to Button-Umathon this weekend.
Yes, Button-Umathon.
And you come in here now to tell us what was the big item in your gift bag.
Really? That's what you brought me in for?
Yeah.
In the gift bag, it would have been probably a Blu-ray of something. I don't know.
No, I think there was another item in your gift bag.
That actually wasn't in the gift bag, for what it's worth. If we're getting technical here, no. We saw the movie Hobo with the Shotgun, which was the Grindhouse trailer winner. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Nope.
The original Grindhouse, or not the original, but the Grindhouse movie with Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez, Death Proof and Planet Terror or whatever. Do you remember when that came out? They did a contest for the DVD where they were looking for fake trailers for people on the internet or people wherever to send in, and they would pick like the best 3, then put them on the DVD. The winner of that contest was a trailer called Hobo with a Shotgun, which is a great trailer. And anyway, that ended up winning and went on the DVD, and the people who made it actually made a full-length feature called Hobo with a Shotgun.
I just want to point out this story does not need this much setup.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say, Jack has a way of telling a story that makes me never want to hear a story again.
Cool. All right, thanks, guys. Peace.
So what was in the gift bag that was from...
So right before the movie started, Harry came on stage and was like, so every hobo needs one thing. They need a bottle of booze, and they need a way to pleasure themselves.
So they need 2 things.
2 things. Whatever. What did I say? Did I say 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
This is how Harry Knowles thinks.
so
Everybody needs one thing, 40 cupcakes.
So the wait staff then comes by and starts dropping what looks like flashlights face down on in front of the guys on our table. Like everyone in the theater, all the guys got this thing that looked like a flashlight, and pretty quickly people started realizing if you unscrewed where the lens would be in the flashlight, there was a rubber vagina.
So it's a fleshlight.
Hold on.
So the
got a
comic,
flashlight.
comic
You-
is now true. Is
You-
that right?
You weren't kidding. The other day I went to lunch with Jack,
Oh no, I was not kidding.
and I got Jack was like, "You want to drive or should I drive?" And I said, "You drive, Jack." So we get in the car, and there's some shit on the passenger seat, and I just start moving, and he's like, "Oh, be careful with my fleshlight." I'm like, "Haha, whatever." There really was a fleshlight in
that
there.
was a flashlight.
I thought you were just fucking with me.
No, I hadn't taken.
No,
it out
he's
of my car
fucking with
yet.
the fleshlight. How is it, by
Gross.
the way?
I need to go wash my
Oh,
hands.
I don't plan on using it, but it's at my house. What is that?
I'd use it, bring it to the office.
But anyway, the women got little like fleshlight vibrators, I guess, like little like sort of pocket rocket things too. So the guys got fleshlight, the women got little. Like,
You think anybody used it during the Button-Umathon?
I
Jeff,
don't
if
know.
you'd been there, I bet you would have done it just for effect.
I'd do it. Fuck yeah. They give it to you. It's meant to be used, right? You're going to be in there for 20... I'm supposed to go 25 hours without getting off?
That's terrifying.
Fuck that.
It's like popcorn.
Yeah, exactly.
If you let it get cold, it's no good.
So anyway, I didn't know this, but do you know Fleshlight is based here in Austin? Like they make those here in Austin.
Listen to that enthusiastic trivia he just laid on us. No, I did not know that.
One of the guys who went to Button-Umathon works there, I guess. And they literally they gave them to us not wrapped or anything. Apparently, he pulled them literally right off the line. Like they just put them into a big basket and took them right off the line. So they're fresh.
This portion of the podcast brought to you by Fleshlight. Fleshlight, go fuck yourself.
All right. So is that the end of my stay here?
And a new product line where you can shove dick rods up your dick hole.
Yeah, thanks, Jack.
Yeah,
growth
thank you.
market.
Thanks, guys.
How was Button-Umathon? What was the best movie you saw at Button-Umathon?
Button-Umathon was awesome. True Grit was probably the best movie I saw, which is actually the first movie we saw too. The Fighter is fantastic. That's
Mark Wahlberg and Christian Bale, right? Yeah.
Fantastic movie. It's coming out, I think, this week. We saw Green Hornet, which was surprisingly good. It's a comedy superhero movie that's rated R.
When does that come out?
That comes out, I want to say, January, February?
Yeah,
Okay, I thought it was a ways away. Yeah.
It's
And
a
then,
weird winter action movie.
Yeah.
We also saw Tron Legacy. They bust us to the IMAX to see Tron Legacy in 3D.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. We like at the very end, Harry's like, "Grab your stuff. There's buses outside. Get on. I'm not telling you where we're going." And then we went to the Bob Bullock Museum and saw Tron Legacy.
Everyone grab your fleshlights.
Yeah.
Let's
That
go
was-
to the
that-
museum.
Yeah.
And Jon Favreau showed up. Right?
Oh yeah. And Jon Favreau, Bob Orsi, and Ron Howard showed up and showed 40 minutes of footage from Cowboys and Aliens.
And just to tell you how cool this is, I mean, Jack's just in a movie theater of like 200 people, and there's Ron Howard and Jon Favreau just walk into the movie theater and like give a presentation.
They're like, "Hey, yeah, we got 2 reels of the movie. Just spit it off the Avid. Like, wasn't color timed. You could see lights and stuff." He's like, "Yeah, there's a lot of stuff we need painted, but you know, you're a savvy movie audience, so we'll show it to you. You know, don't do any reviews. You know, please don't talk about plot points. But if you liked it, you can tell people you liked it. Just don't get too specific about stuff."
Nice.
And it was neat. It was really neat being able to see stuff that clearly will be fixed later.
Yep.
But it's like, because I mean, literally no audience will ever see that again. Like that won't be on a DVD. That won't, like, the final version. They'll only see the final version, and that kind of stuff is pretty cool. I really, really like that.
They actually showed that same cut to some of the Howard Stern guys the other day. They were talking about it on the show.
Oh, really?
They were pretty excited about it. Yeah.
Like, you just stole your.
I wasn't trying to,
Asshole.
but they were talking about the 40-minute cut they got to see.
Did you hear about the other big Jon Favreau news?
Yeah, he's not doing Iron Man 3.
He is not directing Iron Man 3.
Oh, but there is going to be an Iron Man 3.
Yeah,
I'm sure there will be. That thing makes tons of money. He's doing Magic Kingdom, which is a Disney movie.
I think a lot of people thought that Favreau was going to be gone after he did not get the Avengers franchise.
That makes sense.
Did you guys also hear in similar circles that what's her face, Black Widow, Scarlett Johansson and Ryan Reynolds are getting divorced?
They are.
So
she's back on the market.
She's about to be on the market.
That's pretty awesome.
Who knew? It wouldn't last.
Yeah, they've been separated for 6 months secretly.
How long have they been together?
They got married in 2008.
Okay.
Well, why are we concentrating on Scarlett? Let's talk about Ryan. Baby.
Yeah, he's hot. He's dreamy.
Isn't Ryan Reynolds? He was on that Two Guys and a Girl in a Pizza Place.
He was?
That was him.
That then became
Wow.
Two Guys and a Girl. And there was always a rumor that he was dating while he was on that show, he was dating the head of development at NBC. At the time.
You told me this story before. I like this story.
It is a cool story. Like, this guy is like, and now he's the lead actor in Green Lantern.
Yeah.
I read the funniest fucking article about Green Lantern.
Oh, yeah?
About how Green Lantern is the most uncreative person in the universe because he has a ring that can literally create anything he wants, and he always just makes a big fist to punch people with. And that's all he ever does with it.
Joel and I saw a movie the other day, and the Green Lantern trailer came on beforehand. And I don't know if you know this, but Joel has a Green Lantern hoodie that he wears everywhere. And he's kind of looked at me and goes, well, I can never wear my hoodie again. Oh,
Yeah,
he's
good.
very sad.
Green Lantern has always been one of the lamer superheroes, in my opinion.
I always liked him. I always hate that the DC villains is that they always just made the same version of the hero as the villain for everybody. Like, why the fuck didn't Sinestro, the yellow Green Lantern, why didn't he fight Superman? Why does he fight Green Lantern?
I wonder that all the time. It keeps me up at night.
All right, fair enough. Kiss my ass, guys.
Sorry, we were.
Hey, we have a fireplace outside. I don't know if you guys knew that.
Oh, yeah.
UPS showed up and dropped off a fireplace.
I ordered that, yeah.
That's cool. It's like a
fireplace.
I bought us a fire pit.
Oh, a
fire
fire pit.
pit.
Okay.
Are we making s'mores?
S'mores.
Not
S'mores.
you. You're going to ask me like
S'mores.
that, you fucking asshole.
We play basketball and make s'mores. It'd be great.
It'd be like summer camp.
Yeah.
Oh, did you get a Tuscan Raider shirt, Bernie?
I did. I got a Tuscan Raider shirt. Can I show you
Yeah, I saw that on the
Nice.
T-Fury the other day.
Nice.
Isn't that awesome?
That's funny.
That's pretty cool.
It's a Tuscan Raider shirt like from Star Wars Sand People, but it's
It looks
in
like
the
Oakland
style.
Raiders.
Oakland
Yeah.
Raiders. You call them Oakland Raiders? Are they Oakland?
Yeah, it's Oakland. They went to LA and they moved back.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. They're Oakland still, yeah. Again.
Much like the Tuscan Raiders, they move around frequently.
God, I can't believe I'm going to do this.
They are a nomadic team.
They travel up and down the western coast.
I really want to see the end result of this, but because I'm your friend, I'm going to tell you, you just buttoned your cord into your shirt.
That'd be
headphones.
awesome.
Man,
yeah.
in 20 minutes, that was going to be fucking funny.
Probably 5 minutes.
Yeah, we should probably wrap this
up.
up.
There you go.
Okay, there you go.
It's about that time.
Hey, we've got Halo Horse to do today. That's coming out later. today.
We're about to go to lunch.
Achievement
Well,
Horse.
Well,
eventually.
lunch is
Yeah.
a little later. You
All
got
right.
you got time for some horse.
Well, we want to thank Jack Patillo for stopping by.
Thanks, guys.
Absolutely.
Jack
Bye.
Patillo. You want to make Jack mad, mispronounce his last name. 'Cause it's
Or I learned beat him at Halo Horse 2 weeks in a row.
hey, this is something we should probably. I'm afraid to even mention this on the podcast because it's something I'd like you guys to see before he knows we're looking for it. Brandon
He won't listen. Oh, he does listen to the podcast.
Brandon is such an angry video game player, and I discovered that when we were working on a commercial together. When we should get him to play Halo, he gets furious. He gets really, really genuinely
I
mad.
can see that.
Really?
Like he's, we gotta tape it somehow.
He's fucking lightning in a bottle. That guy. Like you think I'm bottled up? That guy's got fucking rage to spare. That guy scares me.
He does keep it under check, I think, a lot. But yeah, he's got some rage.
Yeah.
Interesting.
He's for some reason he won't admit the fact that he hates the Longhorns, but he really genuinely hates the Longhorn football team. And he went to UT. He went to where the Longhorns are team for.
Yeah.
And he genuinely really right. Do you agree, Jack? Yeah. So, there's Jack
did
in
he
the
have
background saying yes.
like a run-in with one of the football players?
I don't know what it is.
They stuffed him into his locker one too many times. All
He got beat at Halo by a tight end.
right. Well, let's wrap this up.
All right.
All right.
All right. Well, thanks
Is
for
there
listening.
anything else that we should cover? Let's talk. Can we recap real quick the Drunk Tank Award categories just to make sure we're thinking
I
about it.
have. And if you have any feedback on this, Jack, please jump in on this.
And the audience too. It's
We're
time
going
to
to
add
have
categories.
best online video, best movie, best trailer, best TV show, and best DLC.
Can I ask a question for clarification?
So
I don't remember how we did it last year, but can best trailer be across all platforms? Like,
Well,
can it
trailer
be
can
television,
be-
movies?
Exactly.
Okay.
It's
Video
intentionally
games.
ambiguous.
Okay. So just the best trailer of whatever.
Right.
Yep.
Sounds good.
It just had to come out in 2010.
So you're doing best DLC this year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It's a good year for DLC.
I think the industry's grown up enough to where it deserves some category, but we want to keep it to a short list.
We think the industry has impressed Gus enough to where he can
Yes.
include a category for it.
It's official. It's in the book. You can hear the book. That's got weight. All right. Well, I guess we'll figure out our nominations. Have those next week, and then do the actual awards ceremony in 2 weeks.
Do you want to tell people when the last date they can order for the store is?
I don't know off the top of my head, but
guess-
I have it in email. I'll post it on the news today.
So what is the best Christmas present that you know that somebody's getting somebody else?
Well, I know a lot of people that are getting RT Shorts Season 2 for Christmas, and I think that's a fantastic gift.
That's a great one.
Go.
I'm giving that to everyone on my list.
So my wife doesn't listen to the podcast, thank God. So I can tell you what my wife is getting from somebody else, and this is probably one of the greatest gifts I've ever heard of in my entire life. So Anna, Matt's wife, found a cheese serving tray. Do you know about this?
You are going to get in trouble.
Am I gonna get in trouble?
You're going to get in trouble over this. I wouldn't do it. Can you wait until after the holiday?
It's a cheese serving tray. Okay, I guess I won't say it. So my wife is getting a cheese serving tray, which doesn't sound like a great gift, but it's fucking awesome.
Okay.
My wife never listens to the podcast. She's not going to hear this.
All right, let's go for it. You've already fucked it up. You might as well go all in.
And it's not going to matter to anybody anyway, but this is like a great gift. So Anna got my wife a cheese serving tray that is recycled slate from the chalkboards in Quincy Elementary School, where my wife went to elementary school.
No way.
That she just was flipping through a magazine, she said, and she saw that this company like recycled the old slate chalkboards from Quincy Elementary in Quincy, Illinois, and turned them into these cheese serving trays.
That's
crazy.
fucking
Yeah,
ridiculous.
That's awesome.
That's like the most specific gift you could ever imagine. Just imagine like your elementary school, like somebody turned it into a product somehow.
Here's an urn filled with all your elementary school teachers' ashes.
Pretty cool, right?
That's pretty cool. That's
I think,
pretty cool.
I think my wife's getting her like a selection of ribbons. I don't even know what she's getting her, And I feel like I should warn my wife, right, Griffin, that this awesome gift is about to land on her.
I'd
Can
stay
I
out of
tell you
it.
something?
Stay out of
Yeah,
it.
I would stay out of it. You shouldn't have talked about it on the podcast. You like to spoil gifts. You spoiled a couple of gifts that Jeff was going to give me.
What?
You're a gift spoiler.
No.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Do you remember I was going to get Jeff like some like nice photos of Millie and I, and then like you told him like the day of, and like you don't remember that?
No, I don't. I didn't tell you about the welding gear he's getting you this year.
She knows that's not true because we don't buy each other gifts.
Yeah.
So how does Bernie spoil gifts if
Our
we don't
gift-
buy each other gifts?
Our gift is a staycation.
She's got a real problem with me with gifts. She claims I've never given her a gift either, that I didn't give them a wedding gift and all that stuff.
It's true.
And I give great gifts. I'm like the best gift giver ever.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
She claims I never give gifts to her or Jeff.
All right.
It's
Well,
a fucking lie.
let's give Gus the gift of an ended podcast.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
There we go.
Well, thanks
I
for
love you
listening.
guys.
Ta-ta.